Okay, guys, let's dig into the meat of the Dragon Ball Super special that just premiered Saturday. Uh, Not exactly a movie, but simply showing two episodes back to back, which in an entire run of the series I don't think has ever happened. So it's yeah, pretty interesting. And to make sure the videos don't go on too long, I will break it up into two parts. This one will be talking about 109 specifically, and then the next video will talk about episode 110 and the 111 preview. So without further ado, let's dig into episode 109. Uh, as we know, episode 108 was the episode that was a pretty good Frieza and Frost take on Gohan. And if you don't know by now, which, well, first I should say, before I even dig into this, I will say this is going to contain a shit ton of spoilers. So if you're behind by any means, don't watch this video unless you don't care about spoilers. Maybe you're trying to watch it and see what's worth watching by hearing my opinion, although I think you should just watch it and see for yourself first. In any case, yeah, so quick go over episode 108. Basically, you had Frieza and Frost teaming up against Gohan. Frost wanted Frieza to prove his loyalty by attacking Gohan, which he did, and supposedly damn near killing him. However, it was all a ruse, so Frieza could knock out Frost. And then at that point, we saw something very interesting. Frost was the only person to get erased outside of the tournament because he tried to shoot at Frieza from the seats, which Zeno did not take too kindly to, and he was erased. So, yeah, pretty interesting. So someone from Universe 6 has been erased without the whole team even losing it. So that was pretty interesting. And that episode ended with Goku and Ribrianne about to fight. And that's pretty much exactly where this episode continues. Goku is now fighting Brienne de Chateau, or Brienne, or whatever, how you say it. And this character is definitely an interesting one. What can I say? I mean, by now she's had a fight with plenty of the main characters from Universe 7, including Vegeta, Android 17, and now, once again, Goku. So, I mean, apparently, as far as everyone says, she has a pretty good power, although I should kind of dig into this right now, because Vegeta only fought her in Super Saiyan, and Android 17, we know, is pretty damn strong himself. Both say she's not bad. And Goku pretty much stays in base form for the majority of their fight, and just when she thinks she has a leg up on him, he gives her one good smack and Super Saiyan Blue knocks her off her ass. But although she didn't seem far from down, so I'm still not sure where she is on the power scale of things. I know she's pretty strong, but I don't know if she's uh, really something to be feared by any means. But they did show some interesting things with her in this episode. First off, I guess we know her goal. I mean, other than saving her universe, we know that she is going to use her wish to become a god of love. Now, I'm not sure what that entails specifically. I mean, does that mean you gain a power, or are you just going to be admired by everybody? I'm not too sure. Although I think we can take a pretty good guess that unless the series goes way out of bounds, I don't think she's going to reach that goal anyways. But, I mean, good for you for having that hope. And the funny thing is, what this episode would eventually go on to do, she has her own version of, I guess you could call it a spirit bomb type attack, where she basically gathers the love of her universe and then builds it up to I guess you could say a short power boost, where she gains wings. I mean, that was the thing that I was mildly disappointed. Although I guess we all know that was really going to focus on anyways. But you know, she gets this big power up. There's a big energy cocoon around her. Whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, you're going to turn to another form. That should be interesting. And then it's just her with little energy wings and a little energy crossbow, which is neat. It was cool overall, but I don't know. The character needs to do something a little more at this rate, because so far she's just hanging around just to be there. No one, no one really takes her seriously except for the God of Destruction from her universe, Helos. But moving on from that, after she literally rolls at Jiren's feet, of course he ignores her like any fan who doesn't like the character. And then it boils down to what basically every person has wanted since the beginning of this, Goku versus Jiren, which surprised me because there's still a lot of things we haven't seen yet. A lot of rumors are flying by, and a lot of characters are still left. I thought this would be something they'd save for the very end. We still haven't even seen it in Namek. We've seen them on, little glimpses of them. We haven't actually seen a new Namekians in action. We keep hearing things about invisible fighters or microscopic fighters, all these things that we have not yet seen, and we still don't even know Frieza's true endgame. But once again, that's kind of hinted at in this episode, and especially the next one. So, and then we get the thing. Now we know why Jiren was been holding back this whole time. Apparently, he was under specific orders from the God Destruction of his universe, Belmod, the clown God Destruction, to basically wait. And once again, another very odd show. He instructs him to go after Goku first, saying that basically it's going to demoralize everyone else once Goku gets beaten. So, with further ado, Jiren and Goku finally fight. And the composer, I'm not going to try and pronounce his name right now, and butchering it, but I think he's always done a great job since Dragon Ball Z Kai and carrying over in Dragon Ball Super. He really builds this moment up pretty damn well. And then Goku does his usual thing, kind of a repeat what he did with Beerus. He kind of just goes through all of his forms real fast. Although, I guess it's kind of a big middle finger to Super Saiyan 3. He didn't bother using that one. He goes Super Saiyan 1 and 2, and then skips to Red, and then, of course, to Blue, which is pretty interesting. I don't know, I guess Super Saiyan 3 really has been left behind in the dust. The last time we saw it was when, I believe, last time we saw it was when Goku was sparring with Future Trunks at the beginning of the Zamasu arc. So yeah, I don't think we're going to see Super Saiyan 3 again, honestly, unless it's someone like Gotenks using it, and Gotenks has not really been a big part of the show for a while, and as of right now, for Super Future, probably won't be. But yeah, that's something I wanted to point out. But yeah, the interesting thing is, Red makes Jiren use at least one finger, and then Blue finally seems to be the one that's going to be a decent challenge, although it really isn't. Now, I will say this, for a very one-sided battle between Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Jiren, it did look freaking awesome. I mean, the show has come a long way from the days of the Frieza arc, where, good God, it looked so fucking bad in some of the shots. It was just embarrassing. You guys really should have either skipped this or just taken the time to make it look better, because there's no point in this. Like I said before, I'm pretty sure I've referenced this many times, that I thought the movies were pretty good, even though they had their own story faults to them, but they looked beautiful. The expanded versions of them, like on Dragon Ball Super, added interesting things to the story. However, because it looked so subpar at key moments, it was hard to take it seriously. But they weren't all bad. But the show has really redeemed itself. I mean, the Goku Black arc itself looked pretty damn good most of the time, but Turn of Power arc has taken it even further. The animation has been very fluid. It looks great. And this is no different. You're some of the best animation you're going to see in all of Dragon Ball. The battle itself, I think we haven't seen anything quite like this since when Goku and Trunks take on Zamasu and Goku Black that very first time. And they're like flying around the city. They're like scaling the side of a building. It's this very fluid, kind of almost, I don't want to say 3D per se, because it definitely didn't have that CGI feel to like the movies did or anything like that, but great big sweeping shots. You see Goku and Jiren fighting over the heads of other fighters. It's pretty damn cool. But all that being said, Jiren, of course, is kicking his ass badly. And the funny thing is, they keep doing these callbacks to season 3, which I'm just going by the box. But season 3, main season where Frieza gets a lot of action. It's all about Goku versus Frieza. Frieza Saga. There's a lot of callbacks to that, including the famous one where, remember, Goku is fighting Frieza, and then King Kai, everyone on King Kai's planet assumes that Goku still has a trump card, Kaioken times 20. However, King Kai lets them know that he's actually been using it this entire damn time. And this same thing happens here. Goku apparently has been using Kaioken times 20 the entire time. It gives him only a slight leg up, meaning he can avoid certain hits. But overall, it's not doing a damn thing. And yeah, Jiren basically beats the living crap out of him and nearly rings him out, but apparently Goku was holding on for his dear life. Of course, it doesn't matter. Goku jumps right back into it, and Jiren basically swats him like a fly without even moving, which is very interesting. Which is funny. I thought for a split second they kind of tease maybe it's where Goku gives up. You know, Krillin says, "Is he when he powers back down?" It was kind of like Goku versus Cell, just for a split second. But of course, the preview already told us he's going to try and use the Spirit Bomb, which I mean, they made it make sense because Goku leaps up there and admittedly says it's taking too long, but Jiren says he doesn't care. Okay, so it's not going to be like Frieza, where Frieza just didn't notice it, they had to distract him, Kid Buu as well. Jiren does not care. He says, go ahead, bring it on, which is pretty badass. It's also interesting to note that everyone but Vegeta gave uh, Goku energy for this, which, I don't know, it can be taken many ways. In one way, it could be seen as kind of selfish. I mean, he doesn't want to give up any of his stamina, which I guess strategically it makes sense because if it doesn't work, they're still going to need somebody to be the trump card, and then Vegeta, of course, would be the next thing, him or Frieza, since we're not entirely sure who's stronger, really, because Frieza's been really lax about everything that's been going on. I think he's hiding something, whether it be another transformation or just even more raw power from Golden Frieza. I'm not too sure. But yeah, Vegeta was the only one of Universe 7 who didn't give any energy. Even Frieza did. But the writers did make him look like less of a dick by, I guess, Brienne. Surprisingly, the character who's all about love and honor or something like that tries to do a sneak attack on Goku for Vegeta all of a sudden to save him, which was a pretty neat scene. Yeah, that kind of saved it. And then finally, it begins. He launches a spirit bomb, but ho ho ho! Said the Kid Buu, he's actually holding it back. Of course, and unlike freaking Kid Buu, though, he is not struggling in the least. And Goku, unlike that fight, also is at full power. He's not tired out. So, yeah, the episode pretty much ends with that confrontation of Goku versus Jiren struggling to control the Spirit Bomb. So, it's pretty interesting. I thought overall it was a very fantastic episode. And they seem to finally be admitting that, yes, Jiren is maybe that guy who is a hell of a lot stronger than maybe even a God of Destruction. Because the way he completely manhandled Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, which is interesting to note. That's not interesting. I just want to point out before I end this video, move on to episode 110. So, I mean, outside of the whole new form he's going to get, everybody knows about it, basically. It's been hyped up for weeks. So, everyone's saying that people are going to get lots of power-ups. They're saying Gohan might get one and saying Vegeta might get one too. And I'm wondering if that's really true, because so far they've hinted at with Gohan kind of, at least him saying he wanted to search for something else. Vegeta, of course, hasn't done anything but say he's going to kick everyone's ass. And I'm wondering now, because before he could do, like, I think Kaioken times 10 was his max before. That's when he fought Hit and it wrecked him. But now he can do times 20, which means in a sparring match between Vegeta and Goku, Vegeta would have a lot of trouble fighting against that Kaioken times 20. The only reason why he could stand against him before during Kaioken because he had the Great Ape form to also give him a power-up that did not damage his body like Kaioken did. So I'm wondering if Vegeta is going to eventually think of some kind of special move. And I'm pretty sure he's not interested in learning the Kaioken. He's never even attempted to learn a move like that. Although I say, I call back to GT, I hate to say it, but it may be time to grow back that tail, because at this rate, and Goku just got another form. So I don't know, Vegeta, gotta do something. I'm a Vegeta fan. He's one of my favorite characters in the show. I like him more than Goku, honestly. And I'm just wondering, come on, give him something. Give him something, please. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna move on to episode 110 now. Thanks for watching.